never painted before. So fortunately, it's a race car. So if it doesn't look good, then you know, whatever. But from 50 feet away, as long as this thing looks good, great. If it actually does turn out good, even better. But I'm learning, and yeah. So let me get this poured into the gun, and we'll get started. Alright guys, so the car thus far is primered, and I went and I scuffed it with 300. You can see where I got some, like, there's a couple spots where I got like a tiny drip, like I got a tiny drip back here on the deck lid, just from the top not being as tight as it should have been. That was my fault. I wish I had enough to do another coat on it, but I think it'll be fine. You can definitely tell there's some previous body work done to this car. I don't know if you can tell, if I can get in here. Focus, not really. You can see where somebody has gone and sanded the car and put like those little pigtail like swirls in it on some of the factory components. But it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm not really going to spend the time to make it a proper like show car. So I am going to wipe it down with the wax and grease remover, go over the tack cloth one more time, and then we'll use my new double bis gun and my KBS water absorption stuff, little inline filter, just to be super precautious. And so yeah, let me wipe this down, and we'll get spraying. Okay guys, so I'm not sure where my camera up there cut off, but we got the first coat on the car, and I'm really starting to like the color. Now if you can look closely, there's like a texture to it. It's not really like orange peel, but it's not like laying down flat. I think the issue is I'm not spraying it on heavy enough. So you can see, I mean, some of these parts turned out better than others. And I actually completely forgot to spray the mirrors because I was stressed out about the actual car, so I'll do that. You can see how this back like barger panel turned out a little bit better. But so yeah, so the plan is to spray this on super heavy. I wasn't having any issues about like runs in the color or anything, so I think I can get away with spraying it heavy and I'll be fine. And then we get the gun pretty much set up, ready to go. This stuff does not break down with this paint thinner, so it's good stuff. So I want to get the color on, and then I want to spray some clear on it. So we'll spray this thing down, hopefully one last time. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I got an actual respirator because I was sick of breathing in. Those little face masks were doing okay, but I felt like I was still breathing in a little bit of the paint. So we'll try this out, see how it goes. Alright, I'm going to start with the roof and then work my way down. Alright guys, so let's do one more phone update. So I put on a second, well this is the third or fourth coat of color, and you can see how much better it turned out. I'm dealing with like bits of dust and stuff. It's not really laying down like super flat, and I've tried just about every possible combination of setting the gun up differently. So I'm gonna spray it with clear, and we're just gonna keep on pushing forward, and I will wet sand it afterwards. But it's turning out, I guess, how I probably could have expected. It's not great, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's bad. I mean, for my intents and purposes, it's all one color, and that's really what I wanted to begin with. So I'm switching to the gun I sprayed primer with, because I don't remember having the same issues with this gun spraying primer. It might just because this has a 1.4 tip, the other one was 1.2. I don't really understand enough to know how much of a difference that makes. I have another Devil Bisque gun that has a 1.8, but I thought that was a little bit big. So so I'm going to spray the clear and hopefully do 3 coats. I'm gonna do a light coat and then 2 more real heavy coats, and then we are going to call it good. It says it takes 7 days for it to fully cure. It flashes in like 15 minutes. So within 15 minutes honestly, by the time I get to one side of the car, I could probably start going over the other side again. But yeah, we'll just see how this goes, see how it goes down. And I'll put on the time lapse again, and I've been having trouble with that. It doesn't stay recording the entire duration of me actually painting, but to be perfectly honest, there's not a lot that goes on anyways. It's really kind of a boring process, but yeah, we'll clear it and I'll check back in with you guys. Alright guys, so hopefully this is the last update as far as actually spraying color. As you can see, I got another coat of clear on, and it looks way better. So hopefully I'll put on 2 more really heavy coats of clear, and because really all I'm trying to do is give me enough material to wet sand. And then once it's on there, I'm gonna wait at least a week for it to fully cure. And yeah, so that's gonna be that. And we will go from there. So yeah, I'll get spraying, and I will check back in with you guys when I'm done. Alright guys, so this is the final update on the paint. I think it came out as good, or if not better, as I could have hoped. It's not wet sanded yet, but it does look pretty freaking nice. A little bit of orange peel, but that's nothing I'm worried about right now. I did get the rest of the stuff to put the engine in. There's my Ultra Bell. I got the torque arm mount, torque converter, more piles of parts there. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave the paint cure for a bit. I'm gonna get onto the firewall and knock that out, finish smoothing that out, and then work on getting the engine actually into the car, the engine and transmission, and get the rear end in, and then I think I'll work on the paint. I got bigger things to work on, so I want to finish up the drivetrain, so I'll inevitably have problems with that, and I want to get those sorted out this winter, so the paint is less of a priority than it was before, because really all I have to do is polish it. So there you go, guys. I think it turned out pretty good.